And we are live with the first third of Myths of the Realm. Yes, I know I said I would do it on Sunday or whatever, but I'm out of ADHD meds, so I can't work. So, yeah, we're playing Final Fantasy. I'm live. So let's get to it. Myths of the Realm. Begin. A mission in Mordona. The fresh-faced student's face lights up at the sight of you. Oof. Ah, John, welcome back. Are you perchance here to seek Kryl? I'm given to understand you has a task for which he desires your assistance. Then I shall fetch her at once. Pray wait a moment. You know, while we're waiting, you know, might as well. John, my thanks for coming. If you're now available, I'd like you and Raha to assist me in the task I had mentioned. For you to call on John, I assume the task in question is somewhat more exciting than sorting through paperwork, which I'm pleased to add, I have finished. So if John is ready, then so am I. Our venture to the bounty has only served to whet my appetite for fieldwork. Not to oversell things, but I suspect you won't be disappointed. Ere I divulge the details, however, permit me to provide some background. As you know, our organization, the Students of Maldesion, was founded by my grandfather, Galuf. Our stated mission was to uncover the mysteries of Heidelin and interpret her will, particularly through the study of her gift to us. We've since learned the whole truth, and it might be said that we fulfilled our mission, but our work is far from over. In the course of our endeavors, we've also sought to devise countermeasures against threats that come to light. Our involvement with the Warring Triad is an example of such. It is my belief that in continuing to seek out the unknown and deal with threats, we best carry on the student's mission. We best honor those we lost when the Isle of Val was destroyed. Forgive me, I didn't mean to darken the mood. In saying all this, I simply want to clarify our organization's purpose for a new age. In line with said purpose, I've been reviewing new requests, and one in particular jumped out at me. It comes from none other than Rambros, of the Sons of Saint Koinok. Truly, has something happened in Mordona then? So it would seem, and he wishes to entrust the matter to us. While his missive is sparse on details, he writes that it lies beyond the Sun's expertise, uncharted territory are the exact words he used. I'd like you to meet with Rambros and conduct a preliminary survey. What say you? I say that the gloves on the right hand should be the same as the left. Wonderful. When you are ready, pray make your way to Revenant's Toll. I shall let Rambros know to receive you there. I must remain here to oversee our operations, but should it transpire that more hands are needed, don't hesitate to send word. Well, there's no time like the present. If you could go on ahead to Revenant's Toll, I shall make ready and then be on my way. Four quests, one alliance raid. Shouldn't take too long, you know, like 2 hours-ish. Weird. I don't know how we managed that, but let's do it. 2 more Dodo. No. There you are, John. 'Twould seem we're early. My apologies for the wait. Rembros, what a pleasure to see you again. How have you been? The pleasure's all mine, my friend. I've been well, and it glads me to see that you are too. Now, I know you have many demands upon your time, so I shall explain the particulars of our request at once. Recently, an explorer came to us who claimed to have discovered the Phantom Realm. The Phantom Realm? So this is what you meant by uncharted territory. You're not familiar, perhaps unsurprising, given that it is a lesser-known legend. This legend holds that across Eorzea there exists a realm that appears as a mirage. Though visible from a distance, it fades away as one draws near. While it is featured in myths since ancient times, the realm's existence could not be proven, and thus it is seldom mentioned in literature. In spite of this, fueled by rumors of the occasional sighting, the myth has persisted and continues to capture the hearts and minds of explorers. That you yourself should reach out to us. It is real then. When first the explorer in question approached us, we doubted him, but we couldn't doubt the evidence of our senses. Nay, the realm is real, as you will soon see for yourselves. Good gods, and part of me still struggles to believe it. We have no reason to doubt you. Suffice it to say, we are eager to see the realm too. Whatever truth awaits, I pray you will succeed in finding it. Seek out the explorer, one Derek. He has seen more of the realm than us, and should be willing to serve as your guide. I asked him to accompany me here, but he preferred to continue exploring on his own. He will be somewhere near the banks of Silvertear Lake, I expect. Understood. Our thanks, Rambros. Come, let us split up and look for our explorer. Appear to be in the area. You see a small popo. It couldn't possibly be the explorer, or could it? Just in case you were entertaining the thought, John, that Opopo isn't our explorer. I have the man in question here with me. Well, I am Derek, the one who discovered the Phantom Realm. My apologies for making you search for me. Curious about this creature, are you? I found him injured during one of my journeys and tended to him. Since then, he has taken to following me around. He's inquisitive, but otherwise harmless, so pray him no mind. Until he becomes big and becomes very harmful. You are the hero who delivered our star from doom, are you not? What good fortune that one as capable as you should lend his aid. I mean, I'm about to become a body on the floor, but you know. To be clear, our organization has yet to accept the commission. Before we can make a decision, we would conduct a preliminary survey. Will you guide us to the Phantom Realm? Of course, I'll show you to the entrance at once. The gate to a realm long dreamed of by explorers. What are you? Impressive, isn't it? When the game manifested, so too did this magic, allowing one to thus walk upon water. Someone could see the means to do this at will, an intriguing individual. It's perfectly safe, I assure you. Come. By the 12, you truly can walk here. What magic is this? By what means is it perpetuated? Forgive me, let us continue on. You could see like the mouse trail from like the bad frame, right? So bad. This is the Phantom Realm. 12. Interesting. The Omphalos? Omphalos? Yeah, Omphalos. To think that the entrance would lie over Silvertea Lake. There is nothing out of the ordinary with the environment. The sights, the sounds, the smells, all appear as they should be in nature. That is to say, this place is no illusion. I bid you welcome to the navel of the Phantom Realm, the Omphalos. Alright, now that we've paid our respects. The Omphalos, you say that this place is called. A day of my own conception, I confess. I felt we needed something to call it by, lest you wonder, the word means navel. In an ancient tongue, an allusion to Mordona's location in the heart of Aldenard. Aldenard. As you can see, there are man-made structures, and the place appears well kept, yet there isn't a single soul in evidence. Tis my hope that you help me to shed light upon this realm, to learn who created it and to what end. I should also like to know why it has revealed itself now. Was it simply chance that kept it hidden, or something more? In any case, let us begin by taking a look around. Out here by whose hand you cannot say, but the motifs wrought into its base appear familiar. You know, I wish we didn't have to step on the sigils. So as this can be seen in the area, what purpose could they possibly serve? The architecture is unlike anything it's seen in ARs of truly exquisite stuff. This is, you see, what appears to be the Crystal Tower. Though the clouds make it difficult to be sure, it would seem that you are in the sky above Silvertear Lake. No such isle could be seen from the outside, however. Interesting. Finished looking around, have you? What are your impressions? We have had only a cursory glance, but this is truly a mysterious place. The gleaming spire rising above beyond the clouds, that is most certainly the Crystal Tower. And judging by its aspect, we are a considerable distance above Silvertear Lake, which would suggest the gateway entered is a teleporter. However, if this isle lies where it appears to lie, then it couldn't have escaped the Battle of Silvertear's skies unscathed. Which is to say, we are in Mordona, and yet we are not. 'Tis as if we were displaced from our world, if only slightly. Displaced is an apt way to put it. Was there aught else you noticed? Aye, the motifs upon yonder structure. They are unmistakably the marks of the 12. By which I posit that this was created to be a place of worship. But by whom? I cannot think of any who could have possibly built such a grand premises, and never mind magically conceal it, at least not in the wake of the Battle of Silvertear Skies. Aye, this is a mysterious place indeed. Interesting, interesting. The realm of the gods. Gratia is pondering how best to proceed. Well, it seems there is but one solution for our ignorance, a thorough investigation. For this we will require more manpower and supplies, among other things. With your permission, we will confer with our representative Kyle and make the necessary arrangements for formal investigation. If that is what must be done to commence your work in earnest, then by all means. Without further ado, then let us return to Charlian. Hold, mortals! You profane the sacred realm with your very presence, and must answer for your reverence. I am Byrgot, the builder. Byrgot? Then the 12 are real. But there be no doubt, we are not simulacra born of mortal faith. Nay, we 12 are divinities true. And in Heidel's absence, we are the star's rightful rulers. Its will. Closely have we watched mankind. And we have determined that you, champion of Heidelin, pose a threat to our ascension. You were foolish to wander into our realm. We could destroy you with ease here and now, but as divinities, we must demonstrate grace and forbearance. There is but one path. We must weigh this mortal's worth. Here, here, let there be a trial. While the mortal would invariably be destroyed, it would at least provide us with a diversion. What? You suddenly appear to expect to simply comply with your whims? Protest if you wish, but mortal logic means naught to gods. You'll abide by our laws. Lo, the gateway to our sanctums lies open. Show us the strength of mankind. Show us the honor of mankind. Show us the spirit of mankind. If man would remain the master of his own destiny, then assemble your comrades and come. Come and prove your worthiness. Seven hells. During my previous forays, nothing like this ever happened. I encountered not a single soul, and certainly not gods. By their own admission, they mean to take over the star. What are we to do? The situation has indeed taken an unexpected turn, but we must try to think clearly. The 12 have long been revered and worshipped in Eorzea, and myths about them abound. But to my knowledge, they have never thus appeared so openly before people. For these beings to suddenly reveal themselves in just when we're here, claim supremacy over the star, and challenge John to a trial. Too much about this feels odd, and it gives me pause. Fair enough, yet as it stands, it seems we can't dismiss the threat either. It is true that even Heidel and Zodiac were primals. We cannot discount the possibility, but we know too little to draw conclusions. In any event, if these beings seek dominion over the stars, they say, what happens here may have far-reaching implications. To that end, I believe we should take action. Suffice it to say, you are with me. Then the students of Baldesion will officially tend to the situation. Aye, in the course of studying the star's mysteries, we have undertaken to deal with any threats that may arise. This is no different. Right, let us deliberate a course of action. Derek, know you aught of these beings' sanctums? Aye, they are domains in the phantom realm that lie beyond each gate. I've explored them all. Perhaps due to etheric instability, there are times when one can enter when ordinarily one cannot, but 'twould seem the way has been opened for us. While I encountered no gods during my previous forays, I saw enough to know my way around. I am but a humble explorer and cannot contend with gods, but if you would be willing to protect me, I will serve as your guide. Assemble your comrades, Byrogot Betas. As strong as I know you are, we know little and less about our foes, neither their strength nor their true nature. 'Twould be decidedly reckless to face them by ourselves. Nay, we must choose an approach that affords us the best chance of victory. To that end, this time I shall work behind the scenes, while you set forth to answer the god's challenge. I'll do what I can in my capacity as a student. For one, it would behoove us to arm ourselves with knowledge about the 12, and I shall begin by apprising Kryl of the situation. By thus utilizing our resources to the fullest, we shall overcome whatever trials await. Aglaya, now accessible. This is gonna take a bit. Never mind. People out here just not. See what I mean? People out here just not clicking comments. Like, what? Don't leave the room. There we go. Okay. Now I need DPS. Come on. You got this. I know you know how to press a button. I have faith. There we go. You just gotta believe, chat. You just gotta believe. I didn't actually believe.
So, you are resolved to face me? Come, children of man! Tremble before my divinity. Behold the virtuosity of the builder. To me, O Hammer Divine!
You're not supposed to dodge it. That's great. Okay. Fair enough.
Tis too late to beg mercy.
Okay, so in theory, yeah, they could just heal Amaron and then...
Bend the knee.
Oh, we have red mages. And summoners. Interesting.
To me, O Hammer Divine!
I'm literally the only one dead right now. That's funny. Oh, there's a strategy for it. Not so much don't dodge as it is dodge in the right spot. That's worse. That's actually worse. At least for me.
If you would halt our ascension, then press on.
Pantheon? That's some... That's some... That's some... Wait. That's some fancy ass. Hold up.
After you have provided my servant with some spores.
Oh, I can't... That's evil. Okay. I forget. What the... Which one did I get? Ninja, so to match this then. Okay. Since I know I'm not gonna get res, I might as well. Oh, this is some fancy shit. I'm unconscious because no one's healing me. For fuck's sake. Anyway, where was I? Yeah, I was gonna die this. Damn it, so that's why I got it so fast. Right? Cool, can I survive this one?
My authority is the destroyer. I will break you body and soul. Wandering star, descend and destroy. Keep a reverent distance.
This is new content. Oh, actually being res. Let's go. Help. Oh, that.
Can you predict your own undoing?
You know, that's the first time actually going right underneath an attack actually is helpful. I think.
my blinding resplendence.
The pigs are fine. Literally, they're all alive and near full health. Me and Xavier, on the other hand, wait, is it character settings? Never mind.
Most impressive. Children of man.
Come, mortals. Enter my realm.
No.
If you dare.
Pants for dancer. Ah! I'm kidding. For dancer, I'm gonna have 600. Come on. I forget you can't have thing or 590, but via tombstones, technically. I made it out alive! Woo! Let's go! We're improving! Sort of. But yeah, once the second raid thingy comes out, you can have the fancy schmancy outfit. Azema, goddess of the... Oh, this is Azema? Too cute. Too bad I gotta kill her.
You will be scoured by the light of the sun.
I mean, I'm not gonna die from the power of the sun, you know.
Crimson cloud, in fire woven. In your wake, leave naught uncleansed.
Back.
Is it just a mirage? Or something more?
I got vulnerability stack 2 instantly. Wow, okay.
An explosive finish!
Anyway. Ugh.
I'm quite warmed to you.
There we go. It won't change it now, but it'll change it for next time.
Fire.
Oh.
Raging flames dance upon the wind. None can escape the inferno.
What is going on? That fight just got hella chaotic.
Gift of flame for our children.
Just a cute.
An explosive finish! I'm quite warmed to you. In your wake, leave naught uncleansed. Is it just a mirage? Or something more? Let there be fire! Raging flames dance upon the wind. Ever shall the fires burn.
Oh, not as cool. Just saying.
I am Null, keeper of the realm of the living.
I am Thal, keeper of the realm of the dead.
Ayo, this song's.
Prepare to be judged, children of man.
Song is a banger! Come forth. Aglaya. The final battle is here! Time for me to die again. This time when I die, I blame the song. It's Ella Catcher.
You bear witness to our might.
But will you be able to comprehend it?
Every time. Ah, what's going on?
Ashes you will be. The flames of the abyss consume all. Bitterest suffering awaits. From ashes you came, to ashes you will return.
Will you weather my trial?
Hey, yo, Tio's on point with this.
We have only just begun.
And then I died again. I got hit right as the invulnerability ended. That's gotta suck. Like the timing on that.
Still you defy our divine authority. Very well. Let us proceed to your judgment. We, the traders, shall weigh your souls!
I can't say, damn it. It's more like I can't get my bearings. Ah! Nope, 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 nope.
Preserve the balance if you can. The moment of judgment is come.
I feel like it rain wiped us. It rain wiped us. Wait. Oh fuck. Sure. Right.
Bear witness to our might.
But will you be able to comprehend it?
I can't get a read on this dude whatsoever. Holy sh! I'm just too busy jamming out to the song.
flames of the abyss consume all. Bitterest suffering awaits. From ashes you came, to ashes you will return.
It's actually not a bad fight. I'm just a hella distracted today. Give me a couple like runs of this and I'll get it.
Will you weather my trial?
Or a couple more, I should say. Or brainlet instructions.
We have only just begun.
This is like one of those fights where I can't go unga bunga, and so I'm struggling.
Still you defy our divine authority. Very well. Let us proceed to your judgment. We, the traders, shall weigh your soul!
Oh, we have to kill me? Oh.
Preserve the balance if you can.
Okay, that's balanced.
The moment of judgment is come.
I was getting ready to flip to the other side. It didn't kill.
Well done! You are deserving of reward.
As a show of esteem, we shall bring our all to bear.
tenacity is a sight to behold. Such vim and vigor.
That's it! It's done!
You have been found worthy.
Oh boy, that took a bit. That did not take any time, but look still. Aglaia complete. We did it! I did not help as much as I wished. No, no, I'm actually just not gonna touch any of the rest. The Pantheon. I actually like the arm guards. Wait. No! Fine. Uh-oh. I got a note called Hey, and there it is, the Aglaia coin. We got coin number 1 for upgrade. It's funny because it's apparently the song's called In the Balance. I mean, makes sense. I'll look it up in like a few weeks. You're safe, thank goodness. Yeah, it's fine. It was only Ralger, Bayergrat, Azema, and Naldthal. You know, no big deal. You know, one of them only has the title of the Destroyer. It's fine. I rushed here as soon as I heard the tidings from Raha. Is this true? Beings claiming to be the 12 have appeared. Yeah, they beat my ass. You defeated them all. Incredible. I no doubt that you would succeed, but I'm no less impressed for it. Ah, seldom have I felt such exhilaration. Weird that. I could swear I saw them disappear. To think that the day would come that we would put on an act for men. I must say, Bayergot, you played the villain's role to perfection. Come now, Master. I merely did what was necessary to compel the mortals to confront us. So I still pain me to speak to our beloved children so unkindly. Wait, they're not evil? Okay. I like that, beloved children. So you say, Azema, yet you seemed happy enough to fight them. You did not forget the true purpose of the trial, I hope. Well, I couldn't help but be excited. And do not tell me you felt differently. Consider yourselves fortunate, children. 'Tis rare indeed to see Null Thal in such high spirits. What in the world is happening? Didn't you say you had defeated them? Did they manage to flee, or perhaps were resummoned? Me and Gar just like, put up your weapons, you have naught to fear from us. Rest assured, we are not summoned beings. We do not drain the land of ether, nor do we take men into our thrall. But what of the gods who were summoned during the calamity? The ones Master Louis Soir called forth to protect the realm. That was not us, but a primal born of your fervent prayers for salvation. Indeed, the worst of the calamity was averted and the realms restored in its aftermath was the direct testament to the power of your hopes. Ah, we're gonna go with this one. Just as men harbor hopes, so too do we gods. To realize our aspirations, 'tis essential that we do battle with you. Thus did I falsely claim that we sought to rule the world. It was deceitful conduct unworthy of a divinity, and I must apologize, not only for that, but for using my power to do harm besides. I'm very confuzzled. These hopes of yours, won't you tell us what they are? We cannot. If you wish to know the truth, you must discover it for yourselves. 'Tis not easy to move forward when there is seemingly no destination, but if you press on, you will eventually arrive at the answers you seek. Aye, you will understand why we hold our peace, and far more besides. You will learn the very truth of our existence. Go forth, mortals, and seek knowledge of us. And when the time is right, we shall meet again in this place. Oh? As if hearing about your battling 12 weren't shocking enough to have them appear before my very eyes, suffice it to say, it's been an interesting day. While much about them remains shrouded in mystery, at least they seem open to reason. In considering our next step, I should very much like to hear your detailed account of them. Right after I have a word with our client, that is. Please give me a moment to introduce myself. Then we can review the situation. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I forget where, I mean, I'm just gonna go back to Doma. Let's see. A divine dilemma. A crowd wishes to take stock of the situation. Slip. Greetings, I am Kryl of the Students of Valdesian. Do I have the pleasure of addressing Derek, the explorer who sought aid in investigating this place? I am Derek, and this here is a baby Opopo. Yes, I can see that. Doesn't it have a name? None that I know of, nor would I presume to bestow one, for that would be condescending. I see. That's very considerate of you. I mean, yeah, okay. You know, that's pretty respectful of you. But overly respectful, but respectful nonetheless. So I understand you explored the various Phantom Realms with Derek. Will you recount to me the experience? Yeah, I got attacked by 4 gods. So while the gods tested you sorely, you did not sense any malicious intent. As Baragot said, they wish to do battle with us, but it would seem they do not necessarily wish to cause us harm. Though much and more about this perplexes, mayhap 'tis safe to assume that they are not primals. As you may recall, Livingway once told us that the art of summoning, as taught by the Ascents, incorporates the fervent desire to assimilate others into one's belief. Thus do the resultant primals seek to enthrall worshippers, who in turn seek to grow their ranks. But these beings appear to harbor no such desire. If they are primals, then they are unlike those that have been summoned in recent memory. We might suppose that they were created in antiquity, in like manner to Hydaelyn, but there's no way to prove it. Who could they possibly be, and why did they desire to battle with man? Even of your little Eorzea, you know precious little. The true identities of the 12, for instance. You know what's funny is that was voice acted originally. Emmett Silk did say that, didn't he? By which we may assume he knew the truth. I challenge you to seek it out too. Suffice to say you'll do so, of course. Of course, for the boys! We must for the boys! Insofar as we can ascertain, this is a matter which has implications for the entire star. In light of this, the students of Maldesian formally accept the commission. We will investigate the Phantom Realm and the beings who call themselves the 12. I'm pleased to hear that, thank you. Without further ado, then, I will take a look around. There are a few things I'm curious about. Then, with your permission, I will take myself around the Eorzea and investigate the worship of those gods we encountered. John, Derek, seeing as you've already seen this place, would you care to accompany me? By all means, in which case. Could you stay here with Kryl, my friend? It wouldn't do to leave a fair maiden alone. Ook, ook. I shall be glad for the company. Take care then, and good luck. He just calls it my friend, which, you know. Look, I dig it, man. I dig it. You know, you don't want to presume. So to explain my plan. It is believed that the 12 were already worshipped during the 3rd astral area where the Allegan Empire flourished. Come the 5th astral area, those nations that fought in the War of the Magi each took one of the 12 as a guardian deity. This practice has continued to the present day in Eorzea with some notable regional differences. For instance, Ishgardians hold Halone as absolute, while Sharlayans enjoy a moderate relationship with Thaliak. By visiting various locations in Eorzea and learning about the 12 as they are worshipped, I hope to identify any similarities or differences between them and the beings we encountered. In so doing, I believe we will draw closer to the truth of their identities. For our first destination, I propose we may take ourselves to Rogger's Reach. The place is holy ground for worshippers of the Destroyer and promises to yield useful details. Today is Wednesday, so that means I can't do this, I can't do that until Tuesday again. Suzaku, Suzaku Doge, come forth. Become my majestic steed so that I may, I'll keep trying every Tuesday morning. Obviously, because I need, like, a collection of the coins. You need, like, 10 of them. There you are, John. Your space served as the base of operations for investigation into Omega, did it not? How delightful to be here together. If you don't mind my making an observation, it seems you enjoy traveling with company. I do. It's something I had dreamed of for a long time. Enjoy company, but sometimes I prefer my own. That's such a lone wolf thing to say. I hate it. There's nothing like traveling with good friends. Is that so? What of yourself? Do you normally travel alone? In my wanderings, I much prefer to have solitude. Not that I avoid people or communities, mind you. As a matter of fact, I've been here before on the trail of the Phantom Realm. Now that I think on it. More often than not, those places where Phantom Realm sightings are known to occur have a tradition of 12 worship. Then I dare to hope that we are on the right track. As I'm sure you know, Ralgor's reaches home to the Temple of the Fist, the ancient headquarters of the Fist of Ralgor. Raised by the Mad King Theodoric. Oh, I got a text message. Okay. The temple lay abandoned before the Alamegan resistance claimed it for its operations. While I doubt that much literature has survived over the years, the people here may possess some knowledge of the local faith. So let's split up and make inquiries and convene here afterwards to share findings. Shortcut. Oh, if it isn't John, is this man perchance a friend of yours? Well, last he visited, he shared with me the tales he heard on his journeys, and what amazing tales they were. If you have time, I'd love to hear both of your stories. Alas, we're amazed. We're investigating the worship of Ralgor, and seek literature on the subject, religious texts and the like. Can any still be found here? Just about all of it is gone, sadly, destroyed by the Empire, if not the Mad King before that. They did savage. And I hate them for it. But only out of jealousy. The tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's found. But we haven't lost everything. The mighty image of the destroyer, the tales we share at the campfire, like the legend of our nation's founding. We still have these things, and they were a source of great comfort and strength to us in our darkest moments. It's my wrist rest that's like broken. I see, if you don't mind, I would be obliged to hear your stories this time. John, rest assured I have this well in hand. Feel free to carry on as you were. Ah, I should not have done that. You hear the words described on the monument. A storm of blood approaches fast. Stormblood. Or Bloodstorm, I guess. Hell's open, heavens weep, for no one's soul doth lie beyond the measure of his reach. Once upon a time, least explained to you their meaning, that we must prepare ourselves for the strife and sorrow that will never become. Yay, there's Benago. Yes, if you have business, please make it quick. I'm due to meet with someone any moment now. Forgive me my delay. Huron Scholar. You're an adventurer, I take it. What can we students of Alamegan history do for you? I'd like to learn about, Ralgar. Your ancient history, please. Which is in the worship of the Destroyer, you say. In that case, I have something that ought to be of interest. This is a copy of Destructivity, a scripture of the Fist of Ralgar. The original is one of the few texts that survived the temple's razing and was recovered by a monk named Wittergelt. Well, we had best return to our work. Till next time, adventurer. That was easy. They went this way? What is this way anyway? Oof. I thought it was gonna take 2 hours, and I think we might hit 2 hours. We might, more than likely, it'll go over just because of the full wipe. John, what were you able to learn? Copy of one of the scriptures, you say. A moment while I skim over it. Man's about to read 4 billion sentences at a time. I see, this chapter appears to be a record of the construction of the great image of Ralgar, written in a style that suggests folklore was committed to parchment. On the deluge of the sixth umbral calamity threatening Eorzea, the ancestors of the Alamegans were guided to safety by a comet. Believing that it was sent by Ralgar, They came to hold him in the highest. This much of the tale I had been familiar with. But according to the scripture, among those refugees who followed the comet, some claim to have caught sight of Rhalgr himself. Their accounts were passed down through the centuries, and worshippers of the destroyer pieced them together to give shape to yonder statue. I must say, it bears more than a passing resemblance to the being we encountered. Were that Rhalgr a primal, the explanation for the similarities would be simple. That is, the statue gives rise to a unified interpretation of Rhalgr's appearance, which in turn lends form to the primal. However, this fails to account for what inspired the likeness in the first place. If the scriptures to be believed, it was the sightings during the 6th Umbral Calamity. Yet for those witnesses to be able to recognize Rhalgr, they would have needed an agreed-upon idea of his appearance beforehand. If we then consider the history of 12 worship, that it already existed in the 3rd Astral Era, it would not be ridiculous to think that these divinities existed even prior to that. So the question is, did these beings give rise to their respective faiths, or are they primals born of them? I thought we had made it clear, we are not summoned beings. Oh, with Rhalgr's voice. Since time immemorial, our domains have lain scattered across Eorzea. As a matter of fact, one of those in which you set foot is nearby. 'Tis not unusual for mortals to glimpse us. That voice, could they be Baragat? Indeed, I am Baragat, and the hawk beside me is Rhalgr. I shall elaborate upon my master's explanation. We thus disguise ourselves when we wish to observe the world without, for being seen our true forms would violate our laws of conduct. Yet, though we similarly disguise our sanctums, veiling them in illusion, rents are known to manifest when the surrounding ether is unstable. In such a time, should a gifted mortal chance to be near, they may inadvertently catch sight of us. Of course, during an umbral calamity, etheric imbalance occurs on a star-wide scale, the ideal condition for seeing the Phantom Realm. Precisely how many times we have been seen, we ourselves have no way of knowing, but that is a sound assumption to make. Well, Baragat, that much shall suffice by way of an apology for our deception. Shall we? Indeed, that is all we are at liberty to reveal. Fare you well, children of man. Normally, children of man is just human. But in this case, it's literally, we are the children of man, as in the unsundered. Or like, many times descended. And also ripped apart. Not bad, not bad, not bad. Aside from their reticence where considers their identity objective, these divinities are certainly approachable. If what they said was true, and their worship can be traced back to their sightings, it would serve to explain one thing. According to my research in the field of comparative mythology, Rhalgr is often observed to bear many similarities with Ramu. Assuming both were inspired by the Rhalgr of the Phantom Realm, their divergence may be attributed to differences in culture between man and sylph. So believe that they gave rise to the prevailing faiths of Eorzea. Given available evidence, yes, I'm inclined to. Yet none of this explains their presence. How and when did beings of such power come into existence? Oh, did you cry? Has something happened? Truly, very well, I shall take care of it. Kral has recruited an acquaintance to aid in our investigation, an authority on mythology. I must go and receive her at the sunken temple of Quarn, where she is currently conducting fieldwork. After a brief detour to prepare a little something. Conveniently, Thanalan is home to countless adherents of Nald Thal. While I attend to business, may I ask the two of you to make inquiries in Ul'dah? Very well. Excellent. I will join you as soon as I'm able. By your leave. Bye, Graha. Bye. Have fun. Speak with Derek. Derek! Return to the realm! There we go. So it's to be just you and me in Ul'dah, so I suppose it can't be helped. Derek's like, no, not Ul'dah! Pranchard is playing upon Derek's face. Oh, he's from Ul'dah. What strange manners for the one who proposed the survey to so promptly abandon it. I'll not lie, I'm not given to working one-on-one with another. But suppose I agree to this arrangement. So, well, we had best be on our way. As I recall, Milvaneth Sacrarium is still closed for construction, so let's try our luck at Arzaneth Ossuary. We have no objection to traveling separately, I trust. Good, I shall see you in Ul'dah. The Thaumaturgist Guild, okay. Ul'dah! I miss Raban. It hasn't been all that long since we last saw him, but I miss him anyway. Because, heck it. I'm an emotional, needy little shit. I also miss my friends, and I wish COVID would end. I just want to hang out with my friends, damn it. Derek. No, not you. No. Level 90 Astrologian. One, two. Her items are all over the place. Anyway, what's the body? Animos Constellation Top. Animos? I don't get it. Whatever. I don't remember what Animos is, so just you're here. The deific twins, Nald Thal. Here they worship Thal, who keeps the realm of the dead and weighs the worth of men's souls. In contrast, Nald keeps the world of the living and oversees their financial fortunes. Their names are borne by many a location and religious organizations. Some extremely wealthy and powerful exist to nurture but many occasional religious organizations exist to nurture faith in them. On surface, it may seem strange that a hub of commerce such as Ul'dah it could be home to such spiritual people, but it's actually quite logical when one considers that their religion is, in essence, commerce. In any event, Nald Thal is a truly unusual divinity. What was originally held to be one god came to worship the twins. Indeed, rather than two distinct entities, that which we encountered was a single being possessed of two personalities. Did I mishear? Did he just say they encountered Nalthal? While his appearance differs somewhat to the divinities worshipped, it cannot be denied that there are striking similarities in their nature. Perhaps we should avoid talking about that here. Forgive me, this is hardly the place for such a conversation. Let us continue it elsewhere. Why would you... Why are we having this conversation here? Anyway. We're right outside. They're gonna accost us. It's curious me to openly speak of our encounter with the divinity within a place where he is worshipped. Hereon, I shall exercise greater caution. I thank you for alerting me. I thank you for alerting me to my indiscretion and ask that you keep it between us. I mean, us and Nalthal. Now then, to finish the conversation, as I mentioned, though Nalthal as worshipped by man appears somewhat different, there are undeniable similarities in their nature. Believe me, report this much to Grahatia. With that, our work here is done. Rather than waiting for our companion to arrive, perhaps we might seek him out at the sunken temple. You mentioned needing to make a detour. Were we to set out now, we ought to be able to catch up to him. After all, we hardly know one another. Rather than loiter with an unfamiliar person, 'tis better to use our time productively. Wouldn't you agree? But friendship. Then let us head to the sunken temple of Karn at once. I don't even remember where it is. Oh, right next to Little Amigo. Okay. Acceleration system. I tend to ignore the like, oh, I'm gonna shout at you and yell, bruh, join my FC. I'm not in an FC. But like, obviously I'm not in an FC, even if I was in one. Which I was once upon a time. I literally woke up one morning and I wasn't in it anymore, so. It's just funny. If I switch to Sage, can I continue? Okay. You're here, thank goodness. I found this woman collapsed, though I can see no obvious injuries. By her towel, she appears to be some manner of scholar. Water, food, in my bag, please. I see. John, may I trouble you to find her bag? I will stand lookout in the meantime. Oh, I thought we were just gonna aid her and be like, foo. Back to Weepo, then. Dude, the difference in HP between 70 and 90 is humongous. Fat cat. Oh, I want a cat. Why would examine if I had skin with a little water left, but there appears to be no preventer. For now, you decide to take the water to the woman. Did I... What? I need a mudstone for reasons. So thirsty, so hungry. Here, wet your lip on this, and then try not to die. Not enough food. I need food. I have not saved dried meat, tough as leather. Do you have anything easier to consume? John, Derek, what are you doing here? Actually, that can wait. Actually, that can wait. Yeah, that definitely can. Steady, Snowy Jim. I brought you Archon loaf and coffee, made sweet and creamy just as you like it. Isn't Archon loaf the... Ah, I am reborn, washed down with the sweet beverage, the life-giving nutrients of Archon loaf permeate my being from head to toe. Fuck's sake. Isn't Archon loaf the food that's literally all nutrients and no flavor? Thank you, kind stranger. However, you knew my preferred source of sustenance. You are truly a godsend. Oh, it's you, Raha. What brings you here? I don't recall mentioning my fieldwork. It's from my research into the Beladians' worship of Azema, you see. Haven't you heard from Cryo? The students are presently investigating the 12, and we would prevail upon your expertise. She's tall. And Graha's short. May I introduce Snowy Jim, expert mythologist. She's a collaborator of the students. And like many a Charlene scholar, is passionate about her endeavors to the point of forgetting to eat. Seeing as she has recovered, may I ask the two of you to tell her about the Phantom Realm? We go up into the sky and then fade to black and then resume. I don't know why that effect is a thing throughout all of media. The 12 abide in the Phantom Realm, and you exchange not only words with them but blows besides. Incredible. And your description of the domains, a thunderous tower in one and a sweltering city in another, are precisely as the heavens of lightning and fire depicted in legend. In ancient times, worshippers of the 12 believed that there exist 7 heavens and 7 hells. 14 realms? Mythology has since established that departed souls return to the ethereal sea. But it seems those afterlife domains were more than just inventions of mortal imagination. As a pursuer of myths, I must say it feels somewhat anticlimactic to suddenly have these revelations given to me. But more than that, I've died to know more, which is to say, please allow me to join your investigation. I mean, I have no objections. Ahem, we would, of course, welcome your presence. Without further ado, then, let us head to the Amphalos. Kryl awaits us there. Is she a Roganid? Is that why she's so tall? You know, I figured if I just go through, right? They just let us walk, but apparently not. Sad. Enter the Amphalos. The navel. Let's pay our respects to Halone first. There we go. Now that we've paid our respects. I don't even remember if Helena is a god or goddess. Welcome back, everyone, and welcome, Soldier. I'm glad you could join us. Kyle, how delightful to see you again. I understand you've been doing a fine job leading the students. But I must say, what a lovely place this is. At a glance, it appears to be the highest of the heavens of legend, the seventh heaven. Ooh, if those aren't symbols representing the other heavens, I take it those are their respective gateways. I should like to pay them all a visit. For Snowy Jim's benefit, let us review what we have learned thus far, and then deliberate the next step. The next step is to go to Doma, and not deal with this. The gods reappeared before us in Rogger's Reach. Though they were disguised as unassuming creatures, their laws forbid them from showing their true forms outside the realm. Yet in the event the ambient ether becomes unstable, such as during an umbral calamity, it is possible for the realm, and indeed the gods themselves, to be glimpsed by mortals. And such sightings, we believe, have given rise to the various faiths practiced throughout Eorzea. As we confirmed in Ul'dah, the Nalthal worshipped by people in Nalthal and the Nalthal we encountered here have more similarities than they do differences. In the course of exploring the Amphalos, two things caught my attention. The first is the gate which lies in the innermost area. Each of the other 6 gates leads to an elementally aspected heaven, and we stand in the 7th heaven as Snowy Jim says. What then lies beyond that last gate? Good question. The second is this monument. It harbors some manner of magic, unlike anything I've seen before. I'll endeavor to decipher it, but it'll take time. Divinities have existed since time immemorial, who abide in domains resembling the heavens of legend. Why have they chosen to reveal themselves to mortals seeking battle? Unless they favor us with more of their secrets, 'twould seem this monument holds the key to solving the mystery. Indeed, much and more yet lies beyond our understanding, but we'll keep chasing the truth together. As I'm sure they'll agree, though this is tiring work, both mentally and physically, we need to pace ourselves. To which end, might I suggest we return to Revenant's Toll and have a rest before we embark on the next stage of our investigation. Really? Come on! 2:11. Called it. It probably would have been exactly 2 hours. I'm not used to 2 hours being 3 o'clock. I'm used to 2 hours being 1 o'clock. So rarely do I get to simply chat with colleagues. I had fairly forgotten what it felt like. Indeed, and it's quite fitting that we should be doing so here at the 7th heaven. Fitting, that's an understatement if I have ever heard one. The 7th and highest of the heavens, which rules over the remaining 6, was right here in Mordona all this time. This isn't fitting, my friends, it's destiny. You're obviously well versed in the myths surrounding the heavens and hells. If you don't mind, I should like to hear your thoughts on them. Not while I'm sitting right here, please. Tataru already knocked me out. Invested as they are in the research, it doesn't take much to stoke their passion, so my apologies if it makes you uncomfortable. Having always traveled alone, I'm admittedly not too familiar with such a lively atmosphere, but I do not mislike it. By the way, the two of you arrived at the Sunken Temple rather quickly. Did something happen? Well, as pleasant as this has been, it's past time we return to the Annex. The paperwork for this commission isn't going to complete itself, alas. I shall take myself to the Omphalos. There's so much there that I'd like to see. Maybe you'll get assaulted by a deity or two. Oh! Getting up close and personal with your research is good, right? And I believe I'll go for a walk nearby. It's getting a little warm in here. Alright, do take care now. I have entered the sanctuary. Oh, John, it's pleasant, isn't it? The smells and sounds of a tavern, it makes one feel alive. And afterwards, stepping outside alone and breathe the cool air, I like that just as much. While we await developments, shall remain here in Reverend's Toll. If there are any tidings, rest assured I'll share them with you. Thank you for helping thus far. I doubt so much could have been accomplished without you. I've gained like 19k net since starting 6.1. Anyway, that is it for I mean, we can teleport to Doma. I'm going to Bosjo, but that is it for part 1 of Myths of the Realm. We will get back to it when part 2 comes out. Anyway, next stream will be likely May, unless like something big happens and I'm freed, as it were, from work training and shit for new job. More than likely our next stream will be in May with Trails in the Sky 2, or second chapter technically is what it's called. Anyway, and GPU is very clearly not appreciative of being wherever it is we are. Anyway, so I'll see you guys then. Bye bye. Obviously tomorrow